Patrick Pearse, the President of the Provisional Irish Republican Government, emerged out from behind me here. He read aloud the proclamation of the Irish Republic. At the same time, the tricolour and the flag of the Irish Republic were flown above the building. So behind me here is the General Post Office, or the GPO, on O'Connell Street in Dublin. It was built in 1818 by architect Francis Johnston, and it served as the headquarters of the postal service here in Ireland. Now, crucially, it also became the headquarters of the rebellion of Easter week 1916. The members of the provisional government of the new Irish Republic decided that this should be used at the headquarters for that 1916 rebellion. At 12:30 in the afternoon on Easter Monday, the 24th of April 1916, Patrick Pearse, the President of the Provisional Irish Republican Government, emerged out from behind me here. He read aloud the proclamation of the Irish Republic. At the same time, the tricolour and the flag of the Irish Republic were flown above the building. That then starts the fighting of the Easter Week Rebellion 1916. Now, while the rebellion started on Easter Monday, after just 5 days, the decision was made to abandon the GPO. On the evening of the 29th of April, the GPO was up in flames, almost a crumbling ruin, and the decision was made by the provisional government to abandon the building. The volunteers led a charge out from the doorway here behind me, down towards Moor Lane, just across the road from here. So by Friday evening, about 8 o'clock, the volunteers decide to lead a charge out of the crumbling GPO. They head down towards Moor Lane, which is the street just down here, and this is where the first charge of the volunteers were led. After the GPO was abandoned on Friday evening, this street here, Moor Lane, is where the volunteers decide to lead a charge of down in the first instance. So you may be familiar with the Moor Street fruit markets in Dublin here today, but what you may not know is that in the buildings here behind, number 15 and 16 Moor Street, it was in there that the last stand of the 1916 rebellion took place. After the GPO was abandoned by the volunteers on Friday night, it was here that they took over the buildings, 15 and 16 Moor Street. This was Friday night. The following morning, on Saturday, Patrick Pearse decided to issue the surrender order from inside number 16, and that's where the rebellion was brought to an end. We're standing now here in Arbour Hill Military Cemetery on the south side of Dublin City. Behind me here is the final resting place of the 14 executed leaders of the Easter Rebellion. The executions of these 14 men were carried out in Kilmainham Jail. Their remains were then transferred here to Arbour Hill and buried in the mass grave here behind me. For Patrick Pearse, buried here, he was first brought here to Arbour Hill Prison, where he was court-martialled, sent out to Kilmainham and there executed by firing squad in the Stonebreakers Yard. The bodies were doused with quicklime, a substance doused over them in a way to dissolve the bodies as quickly as possible. The idea being there, the authorities didn't want these men being martyred in massive public funerals, so they were buried here in a mass grave. What happens ultimately is they are martyred here now in Arbour Hill. It's been turned into a national monument with the proclamation of the Irish Republic done out on the wall here behind me. That proclamation was read out by Patrick Pearse at the start of Easter week 1916, beginning the Easter Rebellion. This site here was dedicated as a national monument officially in 1966, just in time for the 50th anniversary of the Rising itself. So thank you for watching the video today. I hope you have enjoyed and learned something along the way. If you do want to learn more, you can come and join us on a guided walking tour of Glasnevin Cemetery in Dublin. They can be booked through the Dublin Cemeteries Trust website, and you may learn more about 19th and early 20th century Irish history from there. Thank you.